everyone, my name is Kristin Hayes. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today we're going to be making this nice masculine looking card, but you could use it for whatever you wanted. So we're going to be using the Waves collection today, and I'm going to show you, this is the stamp set first of all. So we're going to be using this big wave and the I think that's maybe a seagull or a pelican. I'm not good with birds. And this sentiment right here. It does have some matching dies. So you can see, I'll show you another card in just a minute that I made with these dies. These make beautiful waves. This we're going to need for our bird. And then there's clouds in here. Whoops, let me grab a cloud. And I already put them through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And I just want to show you because we have these little pieces in here. And at first I was like, what the heck do I do with those? And I have it done in white. So you can either add some dimension to your cloud, or you could actually do these in a darker color and make them look like storm clouds. So we're not using that today, but I did want to point that out to you because I was confused at first myself. All right, so then I just want to show you in this collection. Now, the stamp set and dies will be in the next annual catalog, but these next things I'm showing you will not. They're supposed to be available till May 2nd, but it will be while supplies last. So you have some beautiful foils. You've got this blue, this green, and this silver all together. And then you've got, we're not using this today either, the Waves of the Ocean DSP. And I'll just flip through quickly to show you how beautiful these papers. I love this one. Oh my goodness. The blues and the greens. So this is really pretty to use for these cards too. And I'll show you, well, let me show you the rhinestones quickly. This is also in the same collection, and this will not be in the annual catalog either. So get those if you want them sooner rather than later. And then this is the card I made with those dies. We're not making this one today, but just so you can see how you can layer them, and you can even stamp underneath. I just love the DSP in the background, so I just wanted to put the waves over it for this card. All right, so let's get started on the card we're making today. So I have a piece of Misty Moonlight. This is going to be our base. This is cut at 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. Let's just give that, use the bone folder on that. And then I have a layering piece here of Whisper White, Basic White, sorry, it was Whisper White for a long time. This is cut at 5 1/4 by 4. Then I have a piece of soft suede. This is cut at 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And then the piece we're actually going to start working with is right here. This is another piece of Misty Moonlight, and this is 5 by 3 3/4. So we're going to start with this one. All right, so I've got my wave stamp, and let me grab my native navy ink. Now the wave might come out a little bit darker than it did in the sample because after I stamped, I realized I really needed to use my re-inker on my Night of Navy pad, so it might come out a little bit darker. And you can see I have it hanging off. You can use the background stamp for this. I just didn't need this piece, so I figured this one might be a little bit easier to work with. So I'm just going to ink it up really well. Make sure I got that edge there. And then I'm going to come off of my paper a little bit. So I want the wave to go right to the edge. So we're going to just come off the paper a little bit. Hopefully I did that right. It's hard to see sometimes with the glare of the light. I'm going to give this a good press. And there we go. There's our wave. All righty. Just stamp off a little bit. All right, so then while we've got it out, the Night of Navy, let's do our sentiment, and that's going to be in the Night of Navy as well. And this one is just a piece of scrap Basic White. All right, there we go. And then the other piece of scrap Basic White, we're going to do our pelican. I think it's a pelican, right? I would think it would be a seagull, but I don't know. All right. So we're going to use some soft suede, ink that up. There we go. All right, and now I'm going to take the Stampin' Cut and Boss machine out, and we're going to die cut these. Now, the die cut I'm using for the sentiment is out of the Hippo and Friends dies, and I just love these layering dies that are in it. I don't even have the matching stamp set, but I use these all the time. All right, so let's grab the pelican. I'm going to call it a pelican. You guys can let me know if I'm right or not. All right, let's bring this up. There we go. All righty. So I've got my sentiment and the bird. And let's see. All right, we'll just take a minute and line that up. That looks good. And then we'll center this in this die. There we go. Alrighty. Jeez Louise. There we go. Okay. My nice large space here. I've got everything flying around. Okay, so let me not lose the dies. This is how I lose my dies. I pick it up like this and they go flying off, making it very difficult to find them again on my floor. All right, let's see. There we go. All righty. So now before I put on the pieces we die cut, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the layers together. So basic white is our biggest layer, so I'm going to seal the, or adhere the soft suede to it. It's just a tiny border just to give it a little more brightness because these are darker colors. And then we're going to take our wave and put it on there. Again, just a tiny border. And then we're going to seal this right, adhere this with the seal, I should say, right to our base. And now we can put our pieces on. So for the clouds, I just use stamping seal. And you can put these anywhere you would like, obviously. All right, let's see. There we go. That's a little crooked, but that's all right. Clouds aren't always perfectly straight. Oh, I did that. You know what? I'm going to leave that one off because I put the seal on the wrong side. So I'll die cut another one after the video and put it on. I just don't want to use the wrong side because you can see all the creases from the die cut mats. All right, so let's put the bird on here. And what I did with the bird is I popped it up on some dimensionals, and then I just took it off the Misty Moonlight just a little bit, just to bring it to the edge. And then with the sentiment, I also used some dimensionals. And we're just going to stick that right here. And again, I brought this to the edge. There we go. So this is all set. It's a quick and easy card, minus the cloud I still need to cut out. And this is our original. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. All of my social links will be listed down below. Thanks so much.